Hey guys, it's Kirby. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are trying out the new Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I got this through Influenster. They sent me for testing purposes, or they sent me it free for testing purposes. Opinions are 100% my own. Just letting you know. So yeah, let's get started. I'm super excited. This is the box. Ooh, it's got a lot of writing, a lot of words, a lot of everything on it. This is the packaging. Again, very beautiful, and it is a pump foundation. Couple things about this before we get started. It retails for $44 and it comes in 30 beautiful shades. It says science and color innovation, medium to buildable coverage, and 16-hour wear. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it as I am putting it on. We are going to be testing it two different ways, a sponge application and a brush application, so that people who use sponges and people who use brushes can get a better idea. I was sent the shade 3 Cool. I'm not sure if this is my actual skin tone or not, but it does look fairly promising. So I'm pretty excited to try it out. First, I'm going to put it onto a palette so that I can dip into it with my sponge and my brush. My sponge is damp just a little bit, just to let you know. That's how I like to apply foundations, is with damp sponges. So the card says, achieve an instant glow and improve the look of skin with hydrating hyaluronic acid, brightening rose complex, and pore blurring Bix Active. The box has so much on it. It says a medium coverage light as air foundation infused with hydrating hyaluronic and brightening rose complex. Skin looks more beautiful instantly and over time for a healthy looking glow and a brighter, smoother looking complexion. Undetectable coverage improves the look of skin with each wear. Clinically proven results. Boosts hydration by up to 166%. Skin looks plumper and smoother by up to 181%. Skin tone looks more even by up to 210%. Over 90% of users agree. Minimizes the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. Skin appears instantly brighter. Blend outwards from the center of your face for natural looking coverage. So here is the foundation applied. It is very glowy. It's very like dewy looking. My skin does look very hydrated and refreshed, and it's actually a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought with it saying medium to buildable coverage and like it being hydrating and all of the other adjectives used to describe this, it was going to be a little bit more on the thin side, but it actually is a little bit on the thicker side, and it has very nice coverage. Medium is a good way to describe the coverage of this, but it's a lot more coverage than you expect from the word medium coverage. I wouldn't say that it's like full on full coverage, but it definitely has like a decent amount of coverage to it, like just from my dark circles, my acne marks, this situation on my nose. It did a very good job with just like a layer and a half of foundation to cover all of my imperfections. And again, I'm still getting this like really nice hydrated dewy look. Cool 3 is a decent shade for me. It's not my exact foundation match, but it's a decent shade to actually be able to see the effects of this foundation. This is the brush side, which gave a much heavier coverage, and this is the sponge side, which gave a much lighter coverage. I think I prefer the brush side a little bit better. I think I did also use a little too much whenever I dipped my brush into the product. It picked up a lot more than I had anticipated it. But overall, I think I just generally like the brush side a little bit more. But the sponge side did a very nice job as well. What I'm going to do very quickly is go off camera and finish my makeup, and then I will be back for some final thoughts to see how it interacted with powders and things like that. Okay, here's the finished look. Here is what we came up with. What do we think? What do we think? I did not put highlighter on because I specifically wanted to see kind of like how the foundation showed through. You can see that there is like, I mean, I do have a shimmering blush on. Like, it's a little bit of a highlighting blush. It's from Laura Geller. But like, that's not going to be like beaming, you know, but you can definitely see hydration throughout my skin. I did use powder. I did use concealer, liquid bronzer, powder blush. I used all that jazz. Some lip. I used some setting spray, and honestly, this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, it interacted very well with all of those products. It interacted well with the concealer, powders over top, liquid or cream bronzer, pouncing it out, and things like that. I'm not disappointed with how this foundation performed at all. It is very hydrating. It is very nice. My skin feels really nice, and it doesn't feel suffocating. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. I feel like it clung to other products very well. It clung to my face well. I'm not seeing any like dry patches or it clinging to dry patches weird. I have some like whiskers on my chin which translate into these like really crusty dry patches. I pluck them. I don't want to talk about it. It's a situation in my life at the moment. But like, the foundation isn't catching on my skin weird. It's not catching on like the peach fuzz on my face weird. Sometimes that happens where like if it's too heavy of a consistency of a formula, it like really catches on my peach fuzz weird because I don't shave my face regularly. I bleach my face. Well, I bleach the hair on my face. I don't like bleach my face. But it's not picking up on the hair weird. It didn't interact with powders weird. Like, it didn't pick up weird with powders, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes whenever I use certain foundations or certain cream products or liquid products, when I try to put like a powder or like swirl a brush or tap a brush on top of it, it almost like picks up off the face. That has not happened at all. I am noticing a little bit of like oiliness and breaking up around my nose. I did not heavily powder my nose either. Usually I think I would powder my nose a little bit more. However, with masks being worn lately and things like that, I've kind of been skipping that step because like the mask is gonna sit here and you're not gonna be able to see my nose anyways. But it is a lovely foundation. Again, Cool 3 or 3 Cool, I don't think is necessarily my like exact match, but it did apply beautifully to the skin and it wasn't like that bad of a match. I'm a little stuffy, so like I keep pulling at my nose. Anyways, so yeah, I think that this is a really beautiful foundation. You get, how much do you get in here? You get 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters. Like I said, it retails for $44. I think you can find it at Sephora or Charlotte Tilbury directly on their website. I will link it all down in the description box below. It's a beautiful foundation, especially if you're one who struggles with dry skin, especially in the winter months coming up, currently I should say. Having a foundation for hydration that has decent coverage, so hard to find. A lot of hydrating foundations out there are light coverage, translucent coverage, BB creams, things that don't have a lot of coverage to them, or things that don't act like makeup. You know, they're more skincare than they are makeup, but they advertise them as both. This one really is a foundation. It has good coverage. It's very hydrating on the face. Again, very nice if you struggle with dry skin, or maybe you have more mature skin. I've noted, I mean, not that I would be more mature skin, but once I hit my 30s, I'm 31, once I hit like end of 20s, 30s, my skin has definitely dried out. And then as we enter into winter months with the heat on, going in and out of cold weather, bundling up, having scarves, hats, masks, all of that jazz, my skin definitely is dry. But all of the products out are for like light coverage, and I don't do that. This is definitely like medium plus coverage. If you struggle with that, this is medium plus coverage for sure, and it's giving my skin a very nice, healthy, hydrated look. I don't want to say a glowy look or a dewy look, because I don't think that's how I would describe it, but it looks hydrated and healthy, and it doesn't look dry or matte, which again, as I mature, I don't want to look matte anymore. It just makes me look crusty for sure. Anyways, I will link this as well as all the other products that I used down in the description box below. Have you tried the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation? Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you have any recommendations for the Charlotte Tilbury brand? Because I have never used Charlotte Tilbury before. I hear there is a couple of other products of hers that are like viral, if you will. Let me know all your recommendations down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a big old thumbs up. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.